You're watching Good Boy Feast. You're watching Good Boy Feast. Fighting just to save our lives. Got you laughing every night.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back. And should we do the thing that they've wanting us to do, apparently, because we're too stupid to know how this works?
I don't know what the hell you're even talking about right now.
Building a farm.
Oh, yeah, sure. I did see a bunch of zombies.
We've been waiting for a freaking farmer because our assumption was you need a farmer for a guy to farm, but everybody's telling us that that's not the case. We're gonna find out.
I am going to secure the waterfront a little bit, just because I do keep seeing
put
zombies.
Up like,
see, I don't really
like those tripod things from that you see on like the World War II movies or Normandy.
What were the point of those? Those were just like that's just like a good place to hide behind and not get shot by bullets, right?
Yeah. I think that's what they were for.
This is real special, Jeff.
Oh god, yeah. I guess I need water first. Hey, I was getting ahead of myself. So I found out today that, or I learned a lot today, I should say, about dishwashers.
Really?
And I learned. Oh crap! I was gonna grab dirt, and I also learned that I know a lot more about dishwashers now. I had to take one apart many times. And the one thing I haven't learned about dishwashers is how to fix them.
Okay. So you played with a dishwasher for a while today, but it's still broken?
Oh, yeah. It's broken a different way now, and I'm not sure if that's a worse way, a better way. I have no idea what's going on. Have you ever had that terrible time when you start... Oh, you don't have a dishwasher, do you?
I've never owned a dishwasher.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're not going to understand this story at all. Basically, I put all the dishes in the dishwasher, started doing dishes, and went upstairs. Came back down a little bit later, and the kitchen was flooded.
Oh, God!
Yeah, that's a bad day. So I was like, well, crap. And it's happened once before, and it was something had gotten stuck down in the dishwasher and clogged out. 2, 7, 8. Sorry, I'm counting.
You better apologize. Yeah, I mean, I've had my house get flooded from other things before, and that's always really awful. Just because lots of water does not a good thing make.
No, and unfortunately, it was so much water that I had to get like 5 bath towels to try to clean it all up with. And then
I like how you use bath towels instead of like a full towel. Were all the full towels dirty or something, or?
Well, that's what I mean by a bath towel.
Oh,
what do you call a bath towel?
Well, when you say bath towel, I imagine like the face towels you use in the bathroom. You know what I mean?
No. I meant like
okay,
when I would use,
like a shower. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Which I guess that is a bath towel. I don't know. For some reason, whenever I hear the word bath towel, like I said, I just think the ones you use on your face. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
So the last time this happened, there was something like at the bottom of the dishwasher that had clogged up the drain. So when I removed that, it was fine. It all started working again. So this time I started feeling around down there and got nothing. And I was like, okay, I don't know what was going on. I'm gonna let it try to finish the cycle and see what happens and watch it. And nothing else flooded again. I was like, okay. But I opened it up and it was done, and there was just standing water in the dishwasher. And apparently the way my dishwasher works too, it's a really shitty dishwasher. We probably should just get a new one anyway. When you open the door, the water that's pooled up in the bottom, if there's any pooled in there, seeps in between the door. And when you shut the door, it just starts pouring out the door. So I had cleaned up all this stuff, trying to figure out what was going on. And then I shut the door, and it freaking just poured water everywhere again. So at this point, I'm trying to clean it up with these towels that are already soaked. I'm like rinsing them off in the sink because I have no more towels in the house. Like all the other ones I have are like in the washing machine at this point. So I'm trying to clean up this mess with soaked towels.
You're like wringing them out and trying to get a little bit more in them, basically.
Yeah. So I stopped dealing with it after I got it cleaned up enough, and last night started watching some YouTube videos on, okay, what could this be? Like, how do you fix a dryer, you know? And I was like, oh,
Dryer's
cool.
broken too.
Like, I found a video. Oh, sorry, I didn't fix a dishwasher. So I found all these cool videos and things to do and how to take it apart and what to look for when this happens. And of course, none of the things that they said were my problem, apparently, because everything was perfectly fine when I took it apart. But that meant I had to take the entire dishwasher apart to find that out. So then I put it back together, put it back in, and I was like, let's give it a try again and see, maybe it was just like, maybe there was something clogged in there. Who knows? And I turned it on again, and it just fucking flooded the kitchen again. Like,
Okay, I thought you were going to say it didn't do anything at all this time.
Couldn't make it stop. Well, no, so this is the fucked up part. I took it apart again. I'm like, okay, there's got to be something else I'm missing here.
Is it just like a seal, maybe, that's like broken? Like, where's the water
I was
coming
looking
from?
for anything that was possibly, well, it's coming in it, but it for some reason won't leave. But even so, just because it won't leave, I don't understand why it instantly starts flooding the kitchen. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, it's not like it's overflowing at that point. I was so lost.
Is it leaving, but leaving underneath? Like, is there a crack in the pipe, maybe?
So I will tell you, one of the times, yes. And that was my fault. But before I knew that, so what I did, like, a dishwasher actually, like, drains into your garbage disposal if you have one. It, like, there's a tube that leads back. That's where it drains the water out of.
Okay.
So I found this tube in the back of the garbage disposal, and I unplugged it, and it was, like, gross and disgusting, but I'm like, I don't know how to tell if this thing's clogged up or not. So I like, tried to cup my hand around it so that I could just breathe through my hand and not, like, put my mouth on the thing.
Oh, God.
and try to like blow into it.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't blow anything into it, so I'm like, oh, this tube must be like clogged somewhere. Maybe I have to pull the dishwasher out again, pull the tube out of the back of the dishwasher, and see if there's a clog in this thing. So I pull this tube out of the back of the dishwasher. I shit you not. I look at the other end and I do the same thing. I'm like, okay, let's see if the clog's in this tube, and I blow, and it blows water. Just goes pouring into my cupboard.
Oh, God.
Because that's where the other end of the tube is now laying. So all the water that was in that tube, I blew it straight into my cupboard, like with all the cleaning supplies and all this stuff. Just like, water is just everywhere. And I realized the reason I couldn't blow it the other way is because there's a one-way valve that stops water.
Oh, that makes sense.
So it was working absolutely fine. Like, that piece of it was working absolutely fine, but I was determined it was broken. It was clogged there, so I blew water all into my cupboard. Then I put it all back together, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with this thing. And I turn it on again, and I literally just watched water start pouring out from under the dishwasher at this point. So I pull it out again, and this time is when I realized it was my fault. When I put it back together, I didn't put something back together in the right, like, tight enough, and it was just leaking at that point. So I am like, okay, one more time, put all this thing back together, make sure everything's tight, put it back in. Let's pray and test, because I've already fucked up the entire kitchen. And now, for some reason, the water doesn't work.
So I want to say, I feel like this is one of those occasions where you should have called a professional from the start. I feel like these are one of those. Yeah,
not from the start. There's no reason to call one from
okay,
the start.
maybe not, but you at this by now in the story, I feel like a plumber should have been. I don't know if from the start it wasn't
this was
actually
all over the past 4 hours. I literally got done cleaning it all up to come up here and record.
Okay. If it sounded like it was a day's worth of thing, but I don't know. From my experience as a person, I would have called a plumber from the start. But that's just what I guess I know my own capabilities and I know better. But you know, maybe you have had different experiences and you're capable of fixing a dishwasher. Me, I wouldn't have ever touched it.
I mean, I definitely ever since I became a homeowner, I started fixing a lot of stuff around the house. I don't want to pay everybody to do everything. I'm a pretty handy guy. I can do some of the work. I just need to learn how it's done and figure out what the hell's wrong. But now I don't know what I did, how I screwed up. Like, because it's funny. I'm assuming it's my drain pump wasn't working. And then now that I turned the thing on and water for some reason won't go into it, like the inlet is broken. Like, water won't go in it. But I can hear the drain pump kick in at the end of the cycle, even though there's no water in there. I can hear it kicking in. So I think that part might be fixed. I planted those to see if these guys do anything.
I mean, they probably need to be grown, right?
Possibly. I figured they would plant on just the tilled soil, but because they have shit tons of carrots in their inventory, don't they?
I guess you have given them a lot.
Or you think they're out because?
I mean, they have been doing a lot of fucking.
That does make sense. Why they like carrots, though? They're like rabbits.
That's true. That's true.
I'm gonna see if I have any bone meal over here. So I have a funny feeling that we need a farmer.
No, we've been told we don't.
And yeah, you're right. People have never been wrong.
I believe everything they say.
They should tell me how to fix my dishwasher.
They probably will.
Yeah, I took everything out of every piece of part that's inside the dishwasher that any online video shows you that could be the problem. Oh my god, you made a liar out of me, you asshole.
What happened?
Except all you did was break it.
Yeah, I don't think
you?
they plant. I think they only take.
He didn't even take.
Oh.
He broke it and ran away like a little bitch.
Well, you know, it might
I'm in
be
a
because
bad
it was
mood
getting
today,
dark.
if you can't tell.
It might be because it was.
We
getting
might
dark.
what?
It might be because because it's getting dark. That might be why he ran.
He
away.
walked over to it. He broke it. He ran away at speed of lightning toward a door, and then he turned around and came back and looked at it and ran back in the house. He was asleep. He's like a child. And he's not the child. He's the adult. It's like Idiocracy in that village.
What a good movie.
You what?
I said, what a good movie.
That movie, not only was it hysterical, but sadly possibly truth of the future.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it probably is. I need a lot of dirt. Do we have a lot of dirt?
Yeah, we have a decent amount. Okay, it's open. Go get that shit now. That shit you broke. Go get it. Can't believe he literally ran over there and just broke the thing and walked away.
It's real special.
I don't think he's gonna do anything. Come on, buddy. Go get it. Oh, go. Huh? Oh, he picked it up. He picked it up another one. Oh, he planted.
Okay, that's real special.
He's a farmer. What the fuck?
Oh, is it an actual farmer?
It's an actual farmer. Now I don't know if people are right or wrong. How is this possible?
I mean, none of the other ones are doing anything, right? So let's.
We didn't set this thing up because we didn't have a farmer. Everybody's giving us a hard time because everybody will plant stuff, and somehow a farmer shows up out of nowhere.
Well, he just got born. I saw him as a baby a minute ago.
But you couldn't tell he was a farmer. He was just a guy in a brown coat.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I saw this brown coated man a minute ago.
Here, have those. Go plant those, buddy.
Will he though? I feel like he only plants when he
so.
picks. Well, maybe he is. Maybe he's gonna plant. I don't know.
No, I think they plant it from their inventory. He's not planting though.
No,
I don't know.
I feel like he's got to pick then plant.
Hold on. I want him to spread out to this whole farm because then I want him to be able to start feeding these people so they can. Nothing seems to stop them from procreating anyway.
I mean, I've been doing a lot of trading.
Oh, he is. Oh, he is planting those
Oh
ones.
yeah, he
though.
sure is.
Yeah, cool. Let him do his thing. We almost are going to need some more houses and stuff in here.
Yeah.
How many villages is it for or villagers is it for an iron golem? I wonder how close
I have
we're
no
over
idea.
to.
I thought that happened sooner than it did happen sooner than I expected. No, I thought, but it did.
Okay.
Oh, what the fuck did he just do? He broke that one and didn't pick it up and ran over there to plant. I feel like his programming isn't great.
Well, he's new. He's just got born. Give him some time. Give him some time. He'll grow up. He's taking over the family business without the family to teach him about the business.
I don't
He's
know
doing the
why I
best
do
he
this. I just do it.
It's like I was born to do this, like literally. How are you gonna fortify the water?
what I was gonna do is actually make a land bridge over there where that pond is. I mean, where that little island's at. Because I'm going around right now, basically placing fence, and I'm going to.
So you're gonna leave this as open water, but that's gonna blocked in from farther away. Okay.
Right.
So I was thinking about trying to make like a boathouse for him.
Yeah. I was thinking like a pier and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. There's not fishing ones, are there?
I don't know actually if there's fishing guys.
That'd be cool. Ones that just fished the day away.
Let's see. Yeah, those are 3.
So you're gonna keep trying to fix your thing, or you're gonna call someone now?
I don't know. Well, so now what I'm hoping is that the thing got super wet underneath, which is probably bad for electronics. You know, I actually know that for a fact. Pretty bad for electronics. So I'm hoping that maybe the reason, because I can't figure out why it won't take water in. Like I didn't do anything to stop it from taking water in. Yes, I disconnected the water line. Yes, I made sure it's reconnected. Yes, I made sure it's on. Yes, I made sure water still comes out of there. So anybody thinking that, I've already checked all that stuff, and so I'm hoping that maybe the pump just got wet and therefore it won't kick on until it dries or something.
Do you
Really,
so you have
I have no idea.
you have cameras and stuff like that. Do you do any of the other home automation stuff, the lights, any of those sort of things?
Not yet, but I want to. I do have a connected to my Google Home, so I can tell it to like turn on and off the TV, switch it to different inputs and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool because we have like a surround sound system and all that. So if I tell it, hey, you know, the annoying thing is it's a Harmony hub to work with the Logitech Harmony remotes. You can connect it to Google or OK Google, but you have to start with saying, OK Google, tell Harmony to. So it's like this long, it's like, OK Google, tell Harmony to turn on the Chromecast for it to like go through all the rigmarole to get the Chromecast ready. That's kind of annoying to have to do, but
I was asking because
I like that. I do want to get into the lights and stuff. I do want to. I have a Nest.
You know, I should get a Nest. I thought about doing that. But when I bought a new heating and air unit earlier this year, and it came with a Wi-Fi enabled thing that is not a Nest, but it is. You know, I can look
Same
on my
thing.
phone and
Like
like
an
see what the
Echo Bee or
temperature
something.
is, and I can set like all these if then type statements, like if the humidity's this low, indoors or outdoors, do this or that, those sort of things. So I've been satisfied with it. But the reason I was asking is I have water leak sensors hooked up to my home automation stuff. So like if there's a water leak around the water heater or something, it informs me.
I actually do want those for the basement because our basement has flooded before.
Oh yeah.
Granted,
You know, I'm surprised I didn't bring that
we have
up
a tenant
whenever
down
you told
there,
me
so-
about that last time. Because that is.
Yeah, I saw actually a deal for the other day for the because I don't have a Smart Things hub, that's the problem with all the home automation stuff is everybody has like different hubs and systems that work with it because you got like the Z-Wave connections, the Wink connections, and all that, and you get some of them that do multiple of the different types of connections, but you always have to hook everything up through like a hub, like a Smart Things hub. Which is one of the most popular ones. But still, then you have to hook that up to a Google Home. So it's like it seems so weird to me because it's so many different systems all hooked together into one
Right.
for simple home automation. And I'm not saying it's difficult, but I do wish it was easier.
See, I
because
didn't
see a
trust
Smart
some of
Things
those
hub that-
things, so I end up using like just a Linux server that I connect everything to, so that and then I have like a dynamic IP and stuff that I always map. But yeah, like I don't know, it would probably be simpler if I had just done one of those things. But I was just so scared about it because you're connecting into this central network or whatever, and it's like they could just watch your fucking house. Technically, some employee there could just you know what I mean.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like the security camera systems because they are usually housed at like some, overseas
Right.
warehousing center somewhere that you get all your stuff from. And you can dumb them a lot of them down and get rid of a lot of the features and make it so it doesn't connect to anything, but you have to do everything yourself. And I was like, screw that. I just
Yeah,
you want to watch the outside of my house? It's just more people watching my house. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not a big fan of going with the indoor.
See, I put one in every single room, and that's why I was just like, I don't want this shit connecting.
Cameras?
Yeah.
See, I don't like the cameras inside. My parents got a system over Christmas, and I was shocked that they put cameras all inside the house too, and like 2 outside and 3 inside. And I was like,
Well, it was after one thing I got broke in, and the other thing is when I got doxxed, and like, you know, there's just all kinds of crazy shit happening, like police constantly calling saying, "Hey, you haven't killed your wife, have you?" Shit like that. So, you know, I don't know.
But I mean, I guess what is the inside one? I can see some benefit to an inside camera, but at the same time, I'm still going to catch the person based on seeing them outside go in.
Yeah, but I don't know. What if they just kill you? You want some evidence?
I mean, them going into your house and you being dead is pretty compelling.
It is pretty compelling, but you never know. I mean,
not
OJ's
100%.
shit was pretty compelling.
Yeah, but most likely, if I get murdered by somebody, I'm not cool enough to get murdered by like a rich guy. I mean, it's true. Like, do you really think OJ would have gotten if he wasn't who he is?
Oh, of course not. For sure.
So my assassin will get what's coming to him.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I know, just like whenever we were broken into, just the process the police go through with that, like, just even be able to prove what was stolen and stuff, those sort of things. Like, luckily, nothing was really super stolen whenever that happened to us because I was here and he got freaked out and ran. But if I hadn't have been here, he definitely would have stolen some shit. And
Wait, when did this happen?
It's been it was right before my daughter was born, so it's been 6 years now.
You got broken into while in the house?
Yeah. Like I said, it's like
I don't think I know this story.
So it was one of the days Crystal was supposed to go down to the doctor's office for like a baby checkup, and I'd been up late working, and I was asleep, you know, back in the bedroom, and he broke in the door that's in the office here. So it was on the complete opposite end of the house, and I did not hear him break in at all. I was just slept right through that shit, and he went through the living room. Well, you know, he basically walked through the office here, went into the living room. There was, you know, Crystal had some medication and stuff, and that's really what he was looking for, was pills and those sort of things. Anyway, she had some medication and stuff sitting in there, so you could see that he had like rifled through all that looking for any type of pain medicine, that sort of shit. Didn't find any of that, so then he went through my daughter's room. And then he went in.
I realized she wasn't born yet, so she didn't have shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, like all her drawers had been rifled through. I think he was looking for like jewelry and those sort of things. You know, the common things that they take. And so yeah, he didn't find anything of value in there. And then he walked into the bedroom and saw me asleep in the bed and freaked out and ran. And him doing that's what woke me up. And like in my state of confusion, I thought I had overslept for the doctor's appointment. And so like I get up like freaking out, like how the fuck could I have done that? And like I come in here and I think for some like this, like the door in the office here we never even use. So it's not even like it was a door that, you know, normally should have even been open. But in my state of confusion, I was like, I thought that Crystal would come in that door and left. And I was like super confused, like, hey, wait, no, I'm awake, I'm ready. And like it took me a few minutes to even realize that the door had been busted in. Like I was like, where are you? Like what is going? I was just so like out of it. And then I finally realized that it wasn't Crystal. It was someone else that had busted in. So at first I called her and let her know, and then I called the police. And yeah, they came out and fingerprinted and whatnot. He lived right down the road from here. His name was Todd, and he's dead now.
Oh, happy story.
He had something, seizures or something. He wasn't supposed to drive, but he did anyways, as most people that, you know, of his type do. And so he at some point or other he had a seizure while driving and wrecked and died. he was supposed to pay restitution for like the damages to my house and all those sort of things, and like it was court ordered. He broke into a lot of people's houses before he got caught, and so I was getting these checks for like 19 cents a month. It was going to take like 19 years or something ridiculous for him to pay.
19 cents a month.
Oh, it was
That's
just
awesome.
the dumbest like joke of a payment every time, but it was being pulled from his paycheck wherever he worked. And what are you doing?
I don't know. I messed something up and I can't quite figure out what it is yet.
So yeah, it was one of those things where I was never gonna be paid back anyways. But yeah,
So, can you file a suit against his family for the?
I think I could have,
fact
but
that
honestly,
19 cents a month is not coming in anymore, and therefore you can't afford your bills.
yeah, I mean it was like I think the total he owed was like $400, basically to replace the door and whatnot. So yeah, no, and I think his mom still lives down there at the bottom of the hill. She worked at a convenience store nearby, and she got a lot of shit after they found out it was him doing it. Everyone kind of hated on her, but I mean, I didn't. I didn't really care. It wasn't her fault.
You're like, whatever. It wasn't you. It was.
Exactly.
Trying to figure out do I need to extend this out if I want to make it match yours? Because you didn't have side doors, so I was trying to do
You're
as
trying
many
to get
doors
better,
as possible.
right. The inside is a 3x3.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, the actual interior.
Oh, of each room.
Yeah. So yeah, if you
That's
wanted
what
the
this would
rooms
be.
to be the same size, you would need to go out one more on each side. It looks like.
All I really care about is having more doors. We have more villagers, and I still want it to
Right.
look decent.
What was that sound? Oh, it was a witch probably. But yeah, I finished this. There's a fence now. It should be safe.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's it's great. Probably gonna get rid of some of these reeds so they're not just obnoxiously everywhere. Build like a pier or something over here, which will look a lot better next update. Whenever the water.
Well, I was gonna have this thing be open, and I was gonna possibly turn this into sand and make it like a beachfront property.
Oh,
With a
that's a
pier
good idea.
or wherever you're.
I like that.
I don't know why. Like, it's not that villager.
I mean, this is what you do in vanilla Minecraft. You do stupid shit like that, and you're like, look at my beach.
That's true. The best beach.
You know, I realized while I was picking these reeds a minute ago, there's lava right under here. Do you know why?
Under where you at?
Right here. Is it for the spawner, or is there just lava under here?
I can't. Like right under you right
You
now.
hear it? Yeah. Come stand here and listen.
I do. I don't think it's for the spawner. I can't imagine why it'd be for the spawner.
Okay.
Yeah, that must just be.
Be careful.
I mean, it's possible I had lava, like when we were making the spawner and put it somewhere. Because this is here. Oh no, that's just a lava pool.
Oh, all right.
So there's access to lava, I guess. Like easy access to it, real easy access to it.
Well, I guess we should probably end this here. It's been a fun day. We got a farmer.
All right, guys, if you know how to fix a dishwasher, let me know.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.